In 1995, if you wanted to watch a movie, you had to drive to a video store and hope it was in stock. Or you could go to a movie theater. Of course, to see the screening times at the theater, you'd have to buy a newspaper. Or call the theater and listen to a long automated menu, which meant you needed a phone book to find the theater's number. And if you wanted to make and distribute your own movie, you usually needed to go to film school and get financial backing from a major film studio. That all sounds pretty inconvenient by today's standards, because now you can do any of those things with the phone in your pocket, all because of the World Wide Web. We all have an idea of what the web is, but could you give a concise definition during a job interview? The web is a model of sharing vast amounts of information, pretty much the entire sum of human knowledge, on a global system of interconnected computer networks called the Internet. It contains more than 1.7 billion websites, which is a huge increase from the 200 million it had just 10 years ago. And each of those websites is a page or collection of pages, each with its own address called a Uniform Resource Locator, or URL. In the beginning, the web was a tool for researchers to share their work, initially within an organization for nuclear research and particle physics. But now the web is for literally anything and everything. We use the web's social networks to follow news and to feel closer to both friends and celebrities. Video sharing sites provide billions of hours of content about any subject under the sun. And educational sites put the power of learning anything from a new language to the basics of ballet into our hands. There are so many websites in so many different categories, but more are being built every day. And new ideas and industries are constantly being created as the web expands. So ask yourself, what kind of website is the world missing out on? That site might not exist yet, but you can change that by building it yourself through the power of programming. There are 3 main programming languages used to create websites. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's used to create the website structure and content. CSS, or Cascading Style Sheet, is how you style your site content to make it appear how you want. And JavaScript brings your site to life by making it interactive. Once you've created your website, people can visit it using a browser, like Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. And while browsers perform the same task, there may be slight differences or issues in how they display your site, leading to bugs. Some people may want to visit your site from a different sort of device, like a touchscreen laptop, smartphone, or smart TV. In development terms, these different devices are called clients. And depending on the client, users will likely see and interact with your site in different ways, maybe with touchscreens or maybe with screens that are very small. So your website will need to accommodate different clients and different browsers. By developing your own site, you can gain skills that could lead to a rewarding career in web development. And by combining those web development skills with the creativity and foresight to recognize what the web is missing, or what web users might want in the future, you can contribute to the next phase of the web's ongoing evolution. And just maybe, thanks to your site, one day people will say, "Remember how inconvenient that used to be?"